Hello YouTube, Melina here, and I'm back with another speed build. This build is in Willow Creed. I actually said Willow Crest before, so that's why I was laughing. Um, so in Willow Creed, and I'm building once more on Streamlet single. I really like this a lot. And I was actually working on this because I thought I would do these little sections again. I'm always trying to complete this like little, I like to call it like the little town. It's not a town. This is just kind of like beginner area in Willow Creek. It's Willow Creek? Willow Creek, not Creed. Willow Creek. For the life of me, I can't remember. I've been playing in Oasis Springs and I've been playing in um, Newcrest a lot, actually, and I just moved to Destel Valley, and I spent some time in Semishuno as well. So we might get a build from Semishuno as also. Um, Actually, I don't know if I want to share it yet. I need to step back into the apartment that I renovated in there just to see how I feel about it. Um, yeah, it's kind of like super colorful and stuff, and I've been trying to get away from that, but that's what happens when you do family builds. They turn out to be really colorful. So yeah, so this is a small modern house. It's not really. I don't think it fits a beginner budget, like a starter budget. I intended it to, but then it didn't work out that way. So unfortunately, I was trying to just build and not have any restrictions when I did this one because I find a lot of the times I do restrict myself, and then I don't know, I guess like I just always feel like it could have been better if I didn't do that. So I've been working on that lately just to give myself a little bit more freedom using all the packs that we have and stuff. Um, so that way I could just have more items available to me. So this house was actually not supposed to be this big. It should have been much smaller, which is why I did the square in the beginning. I keep trying to do this like little square house, and then it turns into something else once I start trying to fix like the facade of the house. I, I really feel like I need to work on that because I don't know, like it's okay. And even though I've gotten used to doing the landscaping, but actually, since coming back to The Sims, I've kind of been very, I don't want to say lazy with the landscaping because it's not laziness. I've just been doing some things a little bit different, like painting the floors and stuff, and just using less, like trying to do like less is more kind of. Like that's the idea, that less is more. So yeah, so we're getting a new expansion pack, and I'm super excited because it reminds me of Strange Town in The Sims 2, and that was my favorite world to live in. Not just because of the aliens. There were three brothers, and they had this really cool house where it had like this. Was it? I don't understand. They had like this walkway, and it went really high up into the sky, and up there they had their telescope, and I was like, oh my god, like their house was super modern first of all, and at that time I wasn't really used to seeing any modern houses, so to me was like, oh my goodness. And then two of the brothers, I think, were one of them had already an alien toddler maybe, and then the other one was pregnant, and I was like, oh my god. So that was definitely my favorite town. I loved that house. I wish I could like get it back. I so wanted it in The Sims 4. I don't know if I could build it. Maybe if I could find like floor plan for it, but I'm not very good at finding things like that. Like I don't know how people do it. So I mean Google, yeah, but I'm just not very good. So excuse me. So yeah, I'm very excited about that. I thought it was zombies, but now I'm not sure. And then you saw like an alien in like a biohazard suit, and everyone's saying it's aliens, and I'm like, you can't blame them, but I mean, it could be something off-world that they might be more familiar with. And actually, the trailer made me super excited, and I was thinking like maybe we're gonna have um like quests to do and things to fulfill, and like maybe the world will change as you develop. But I mean, I know that's not gonna happen because that's not how the Sims game plays. But yeah, I was pretty excited about that. So yeah, it kind of throws a wrench in my plans because I was gonna finally work on um, building up Newcrest. Finally, I've never completely done that. I was really like, I'm gonna do this now, and I was gonna do it because I felt like we hadn't had a pack in a while, and now we are getting one like so suddenly. So that's another reason why I'm trying to throw this build out here. Like I've done this build like maybe 2 weeks ago, and I took screenshots and everything, and it was just sitting in my folder, and I guess I wasn't sure if I was like totally sold on it, but then I went back in and I really like the interior. The outside is pretty minimal, and it's clean. But yeah, facades of homes is something I really want to work on. And yep. I don't know. I'm not been happy. I've not been happy. So, this interior, like the color scheme, the blue and the wooden panels, is a color scheme I used before, but I wasn't too crazy with the house that I had did it in, so I've done it again here. And I forget what I was gonna say. Gosh, that's terrible. But yeah, I've done that, and I think this pack was restricted to like spa day and like base game, I think. I'm not sure if it has anything else, probably. But yeah. So we're getting a new pack, and I can't build new crest. I think I'll still do it anyway. And also I wanted to play this new challenge called the Green Grassroots Challenge by Zilrea. I think that's how you say her name. I just found her last night. I was in a stream, and then she like immediately linked her challenge, and I was like, hell yeah, because I love doing challenges, and this is something like a kind of a challenge that I really want to do. It seems like you have a lot of work to do. I'm a little bit confused about the rules concerning twins. Like, it seems like you have to have twins, which is never really an issue for me. Like, my game is always giving me twins for the most part. But I don't know. But anyway, yeah. So I was gonna use this to actually play with build up my new Crest world. But now we're getting a new game, and I don't know. I had to actually convince myself or like talk myself down from the new expansion because I kept thinking we're gonna get all these like quests and things and changing of the worlds, and I was thinking like World of Warcraft where you progress storylines and like your world changes, but I don't know, that's not gonna happen. So I am interested though, how they're gonna work with that. I wonder what it is. I don't know if it's chemical, maybe it's a parasite. Is it going to be random? Like, are random people just going to get infected, and can you cure them? Or can you spray them? Like, I'm I'm excited. So we're just on the outside here, putting it together, keeping the furnishing very light in color, and I've actually, did we do upstairs already? Oh yeah. I'm totally lost right now. Um, but anyway, yeah. So my screenshots for this place, it's gonna be in winter. It snowed again here in Pennsylvania. It snowed so much out here. Since I moved out here, it's been snowing, and I've never seen so much snow in my life. Usually in New York, it snows pretty heavy, and then you have snow for about maybe a week, if not less, depending on how much it snowed. Usually, I would say about maybe a week. I wouldn't say even 2 weeks. And then, it's just cold and hot, and the weather's all over the place. So we're just gonna lighten up the grass, I think, out here. And I keep it very loose when I do start to color it. I use this brighter green, and I keep it just very loose. I wanted it to blend in with the greener grass around it, so we just kind of kept it like they just did like a touch. So here are the screenshots. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed the builds. I think it's up on the gallery. So hashtag Nalina. And thank you so much for watching. I will speak to you again next time. Bye!